Hi guys, and welcome to our video for today, the 29th of December 2025. So, let's go through my watch list, what's on it, and how do we trade it, and what is next for these stocks. So starting here with BNAI, currently on the 5-minute time frame, watching it for a day trade, basically in a falling wedge formation with 3 touches beside the wedge from a churn of consolidation. We're above the 80 EMA, Bollinger Band Center, the light blue line and orange line, as well as 60 EMA, this thick gold line, and the 200 EMA and 200 MA, the two thick white lines, while 60 EMA is positively crossed the 200 EMA and 200 MA, presenting a golden cross, which is very strong, very bullish. And for a day trade, what I'll be doing is waiting for a push over 2.9 for an entry in this one, and I expect it to run at least 8% based off the size of the candles. However, if you're in this, if it loses 1.85, I do think this one will be done, as you're coming back to where we started from, which is around 1.2. So make sure if you're in this, don't hold it beneath 1.85. Please don't, because it's going to present a big loss, and we don't want that to happen. And going to the 4-hour time frame to see potential swing trade entries. So this one here basically looks not very good right now on the 4-hour time frame, because we're currently rejecting and struggling with this resistance here, which is the 60 EMA on the 4-hour, and we need to have a 4-hour candle close over 2.9 for an entry for a swing trade by the end of today, or the 4-hour candle close by 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow, or 4 p.m. tomorrow also. So and once we get that, I'd expect it to run at least to the next resistance and to the next 200 EMA and 200 MA, so around here for a plus 20% move once it has a 4-hour close over 2.9. So keep your eyes on that, and until then I wouldn't enter for a swing trade. In the daily time frame, to be honest, doesn't look good. Really, you need a daily close over 3.6 for a very long swing trade. So the 4-hour basically just presents a swing trade over a day or two, or maybe 3 days maximum. The daily time frame represents over a series of days of a longer extent, so at least 3 to 6 days sort of thing. And basically, for a swing trade entry, we need a daily close over 3.6, because you've got a resistance there, and you've also got a 200 simple moving average there, as well as 60 EMA. So resistance not only at 3.6, not only at 3.5, but also 3.2. So it's just going to be a struggle to break all this, really. And we want to be above all resistances to give us a clear sky breakout. However, we are reclaiming the Bollinger Band Center, so that is good. But again, even if we close here, around here, it's still going to be not even a rejection from these up here. It's going to be a rejection from the 1-day resistance of 2.9 on the daily time frame. So again, for the 4-hour, it's a bit different. You expect at least 20% move for the 4-hour candle close over 2.9 within the next day or two from that point. And for the daily time frame, for a longer trade, I would avoid it for like an investment or at least a week swing trade until we get a daily close of 3.6, because it's just going to look like rejection from the resistance or rejection from the 60 EMA on a death cross retest, with the 60 EMA negatively crossing the 200 MA here, or just rejection from the 200 MA or 1-day resistance. So it doesn't look too good for a swing trade in the daily, but keep an eye on the 4-hour and obviously the 5-minute. Then coming on to SOPA here, we'll go to the 5-minute time frame, and we'll see what we need. And we need a falling wedge formation with at least 3 touches beside the wedge from a churn of consolidation. That looks good to me. And then we need a push over 2.7 for an entry, and I expect it to run at least 8% on this, just off the size of the candles, because you go into the 1-minute time frame and we can see that there is volume read of at least 80,000 generally per 1-minute candle, which means it's got sufficient enough day trading volume, and therefore once you break over 2.7, you expect it to run at least 8% for an entry for a day trade. However, if we lose 2.15, we're coming down lower to retest levels of 1.75 and lower, so I would put my stop loss based on that information there, and probably if a candle closes below 2.15 in the 5-minute, I would not be in this, I would cut it. I'm going to the 4-hour time frame now for an entry for a short-term swing trade with a 4-hour candle close over 2.7 for an entry. As it currently just looks like we're rejecting from not only 2.7 but also, to be fair, 3.5. But at least with the 4-hour candle close over 2.7, you'd expect gravitation towards the wick and fill the wick in a bullish manner to the upside, filling that distribution of wick off theory here. So a move of from 2.7 to 3.5 for our candle close above there would present around a 25% move. So keep an eye on that for a short-term swing trade over a series of 2 to 4-hour candles following the entry point. In the daily time frame, you just want a daily close over 3.5 for an entry, because it's just a strong top wick off distribution, supply area, lots of selling going on at 3.5, and you need to get over that. Buyers need to beat sellers here, and the only way they're going to do that is by eradicating a strong top wick and closing above it. If not, we're going to continue this downtrend it's been in since this point here, which was the 6th of October. So a good part of 2.5 months it's been a downtrend for. To be fair, it looks like a 1 day falling wedge breakout, so probably if you do get a daily close over 3.5, I'd look for an entry there. Personally, for a swing trade, and then you're probably going to come and fill the top of the wick towards 6.2, around there. Top of the wedge, sorry. So around a 70% move. So yeah, I'd look for something like that, to be honest. A daily close over 3.5 for a longer term swing trade to come towards the top of the wedge, which is typically structurally the first target anyway, based off the falling wedge and how it's drawn, according to Thomas and Bukowski's theory that we've talked about in the seminars in the Lance Trading Discord. And yeah, I mean, a 4 hour close over 3.5 would also be good, but it's more for a short term swing trade with limitation towards 3.5 as the next level. So 2.7, get over there, limitation towards 3.5 from the 4 hour. So anyway, that's that one. And again, just looking at the 5 minute, if you lose 2.15, probably done, in my opinion. So use that information to your advantage. And coming to the last one, RPGL, the main runner for today, up around 200%. Currently looks like a bearish head and shoulders on the 5 minute time frame. Doesn't mean it's done, just looks like it can maybe come down and trickle to the 60 EMA, then bounce and then catapult back up. And basically right now I'll be waiting for a break over $1 for an entry in this one, for a move of plus 8% minimum for a day trade. However, if we lose 0.5, I do think we're done, because the peak is around 0.86, and if we were to lose 0.5, that'd be an over 40% drop, like a 45% drop, which isn't good. It's a very sharp drop, and yeah, it just basically dictates that the peak is already printed in terms of my interpretation of that. So yeah, that's for a day trade. Again, if you lose 0.5, cut it, don't want to be in it. If you break over $1, I'd be looking for at least an 8% move. You go into the 4 hour time frame, so it looks okay, to be honest. 4 hour candle close over 0.7 would be good, so I might not do it now. We've only got about 12 minutes until this 4 hour candle closes, so we need to have a 4 hour candle close over 0.7. So this could do it in the next one, the next one, the next one after that. Just basically over the next 3 to 4 4 hour candles, we need a 0.7 reclaim, green candle close above, in order to reach the next target of $1 for a plus 30% move, essentially. Or is that 40%? So yeah, 40%, my bad. So yeah, around a 35 to 40% move if we were to get a 4 hour candle close over 0.7 in towards $1. So keep your eyes peeled on that, because until then it looks like just like clean rejection from 0.7, and also clean rejection from a 60 EMA death cross retest, which isn't good. Then going to the daily time frame, I wouldn't look at the daily, to be honest. Just wait for the 4 hour and wait for a 4 hour candle close over 0.7 for, you know, short term swing trading towards $1. I mean, you've got resistance here at $1 anyway on the daily time frame. It's about time you wait for a daily close of $1. It's going to be, you know, it's going to be at resistance, and it might reject, and also got resistance here at 1.5 death cross retest. There's a lot of resistances in the daily time frame, basically. So I'd play it more on the 4 hour, and yeah, that's what I'd look for on that one. And again, a loss of 0.5, I wouldn't be in it, I'd cut it. So that's my watch list, what I expect from it, and how I'm going to trade it. So again, catch us in our next video for tomorrow. Have a great New Year, hopefully you had a great Christmas, and thanks, catch you all soon.